What was your experience like when you first came to college? Now think, what has it been like each time you called the financial aid office? I know firsthand the stress surrounding the financial aid office. If you're lucky, you'll wait up to around an hour just to speak to someone for them to only tell you have the wrong paperwork in. Now, what if I told you at Echelon Consulting we had a plan that can improve the financial aid office at the University of West Georgia? Throughout the presentation, we will discuss background information surrounding our company, a statement of need, internal and external communications, and some recommendations we would like to provide. My coworker Iman Jacobs will now discuss the company's background information.
Hello, my name is Iman Jacobs, and today I will be presenting the background of Echelon Consulting, which consists of our mission, our values, and our ethics. Echelon Consulting was founded in 2015 to help companies discover their full potential of funding in all areas of the market and ease the daily flow of business. We formed our organization based on two important values: discipline and leadership. Discipline in the workplace is important because it prevents problematic behavior and great customer service. Strong leadership can help an organization to maximize productivity and achieve business goals. We have found that instilling these values into team members equips them with the attributes needed to complete any task that they are faced with and will immediately increase morale and efficiency. Our goal is to build trust and positive personal relationships with our clients through honesty and integrity. Positive personal relationships are the focal point of Echelon Consulting because these relationships develop trust from other companies and clients. We also explained that it is important that we display discipline, leadership, and excellent customer service skills to our clients through integrity and honesty. Since 2015, Echelon Consulting has been helping companies locate small fundamental issues and correct them to increase productivity. These companies include the University of West Georgia Financial Aid Department, Georgia State University Financial Aid Department, Coca-Cola, Amazon, and Southwire. Within 6 to 7 months of our consultation, each company showed a great increase in funding. Our mission is to continually improve morale and efficiency while maintaining a positive personal relationship with our clients. Through our mission, we guarantee that we can provide any team with the tools necessary to increase productivity. Following our lead and learning the two values of discipline and leadership can lead any team to win. Now that you have been introduced to our Echelon Consulting team and heard a little about our background, I will turn it over to Jacob, who will discuss with you the statement of need.
Hello, I'm Jacob Clark, and I'm here to discuss the statement of need for the Echelon Consulting recommendation to the Department of Financial Aid at the University of West Georgia. Echelon Consulting is here today to create goodwill between the staff and the students on the university's campus, and we're here to do so by building effective communication and teaching positive personal relationships. Between these two things, we find out that the staff of the department and the students of the university are a team, and when this team works together, when the students are informed properly and the staff is able to effectively do their job, this team works well and there are no issues. We have less students who are missing deadlines and losing classes. I'd like to prelude this by saying all issues can be fixed. When doing research about the issues of the department, I found Brandon Vinson. He is a business management student and a junior here at the University of West Georgia. He informed me that he had registered for all classes, but just simply not read an email saying that it was time for his fee payment to be due. He missed the deadline, causing his classes to be dropped, and he almost was not able to participate in this past 2017 fall semester. This is important because it is required that all students are up to date. If they are not, students are will lose their class and miss deadlines. This could potentially cause a student to not be able to participate in a certain semester. This leads to poor morale of the staff and a bad reputation of the staff from the students. The students think that the financial aid department just doesn't care and is money hungry, and this is not a good outlook. To look for some solutions, we looked at the university system of Georgia as a whole. We looked at all schools: Georgia Tech, the University of Georgia Southern, the University of Georgia, Georgia State, Kennesaw State. We looked at all of them, and we found that the University of Georgia has one of the best solutions to this issue. That solution being a portal that sends an up-to-date live text message whenever a deadline or anything is coming near an end. When a deadline is drawing close, the portal will send a live text message directly to the student's phone that will let them know exactly what the problem is. Not all students check their emails on a regular basis, as we all already know. However, all students usually will not leave their phone anywhere. It is in their pocket at all times. This live text message update will at least guarantee that the school is doing everything that it can to inform its students of updates. This will create a goodwill between the students and the department. This is our entire goal. A goodwill means that this team functions effectively. The students are doing their job by actually making deadlines, and the staff is doing their job by updating the students. This is our goal. Here's our track record over the past couple years with our top 3 companies. We have implemented effective communication and positive personal relationships with all 3 companies, and this is a graph showing the outcomes of this. Southwire being the company that had the most improvement, but with Amazon and Coca-Cola being larger, it is easier to understand why the improvement would be a little bit smaller. Now, the reason why we chose to include Southwire in this group is because of the similarities of the clientele or of the students. The students live in Carrollton, so however they may not be the same as Southwire clients or workers or staff members, they at least live in the same area, and we can kind of judge off of the same group of people. Now, I would like to introduce the external and internal communication section. These will be done by Timothy Carter and Caitlin Irvin. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Irvin, and I'm here to discuss with you the internal and external communication methods that Echelon Consulting has recommended for your financial aid department to improve in all aspects. So one of the first things that we like to look at within your communication is the methods that you're currently using to communicate amongst your employees, your faculty, and your students. When we look at this, it can help us to see where your strengths and weaknesses are, and we can look comparatively at other departments similar to yours to see where you need to improve and where you need your growth. So when looking at your department, we found that you currently use the most with email, followed by telephone, and then followed up by face-to-face conversation. We've laid out the SWOT analysis so that you can really sit down and look and see your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is very handy to look at to see where you really need your growth at. And looking at this for your department, we can see that you provide accurate information, which is a huge strong suit. But your slow response times are where we're going to implement some of those recommendations to help improve that. Externally, we see that you need to improve your social media presence, which is something very easy to do that makes a huge difference. Your threats are enrollment services, which that comes with the communication. Once we build that up, that threat will go down. One of the final things that we like to look at in regards to your communication is a competition comparison. So we have here the financial aid department in the red, bursar's office in the dark gray, and the admissions office in the light gray. This chart really helps to make it easier to see where you're at and where other departments are at. So when looking at this, we can see that we're lower in regards to email, phone, and face-to-face communication, but we can also see where other departments are, so we can see how much growth we need to make. Maya Jasper is up next with the recommendations for all of this. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maya Jasper. For this recommendation part, we recommend 3 areas that we want to see the financial aid department improve. Our first area that we suggest that needs to be improved would be the department image. This can be done by creating a more welcoming environment and improving response time. An example of creating a more welcoming environment is to focus more on each student, making sure that the student meets his or her deadline. Improving response time, we believe that every student is important. So therefore, having bad response time is very unacceptable. The second area that needs to be improved is student involvement. We believe having more informational meetings and hosting a game show can be very beneficial. The informational meetings will provide the students the necessary information they need in order to complete their financial aid process for the semester. Hosting a game show can be very educational but yet fun at the same time. The third recommendation that needs to be improved is external communication. We believe that the financial aid department should use and maintain social networking sites such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This image to my left represents important information that should be tweeted out so that it can get across to students. We also suggest having required appointments. In this required appointment, students get to interact with their assigned financial aid advisors. They will help make sure students have all their required forms done.
In conclusion, we hope that the University of West Georgia's Financial Aid Department will choose Echelon Consulting Group. We'd like to take the opportunity to say thank you for allowing our company the opportunity to prove that Echelon Consulting Group is capable of improving the Financial Aid Department. We plan to improve the Financial Aid Department by improving its overall image, student involvement, and external communication. When I was a student at the University of West Georgia, I often heard many complaints about the Financial Aid Department. We at Echelon Consulting Group hope to change the culture surrounding the Financial Aid Department. We again would like to thank you for your time and would like to ask at this time if anyone has any questions.
Q&A. How much time and or effort will be needed to put the recommendations in place? I believe that there should be a great amount of effort put into the recommendation session. I say this because in order for the financial aid department to succeed and improve, there should be a great amount of effort, dedication, and time well spent. Everyone must work hard in order to get the outcome they want, which is improving the financial aid department.
You should trust our recommendations because all of our clients since 2015 have seen dramatic increases in funding and productivity since the very first consultation with Echelon Consulting. We guarantee that all of our recommendations will make any company or organization successful within months.
Echelon Consulting would be a great company to work with and a great investment for 2 reasons. We make sure that we put the company or the client or the student in this case's needs first before anything. We find that when you do that first and you try to communicate effectively with your audience that you are trying to reach out to, you find out their needs and you can fix them easier. Lastly, we use goodwill. Creating goodwill between the customer and the client makes this a team on both sides. The customer wants what the service is providing, and the server or the owner or the department is providing that service that that person needs. When that is understood, then both can mesh and work effectively. Thank you.
Communication is one of the key factors when looking at any sort of department, company, business, anything. You really have to not only have your communication improved within your firm or your department, but also when communicating with students or your customers or your clients. So it's incredibly important that you make sure that your communication is the best that it can be. So you don't even have to worry about that aspect. You can work on improving other aspects of your department. So it's incredibly important for your communication to be the best that it can be, so you don't have little errors that come in, and Echelon Consulting will help that happen for you.